There are lots of things that you should never do in your own business. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to explore the best ways, in fact the worst ways in which you can do business. Basically I know that I haven't posted again in like a month or 2 months, I don't know, but we've been planning the whole year all along. This video is going to be a little bit longer. I'm starting to make much longer videos and I think you'll really like them. This video will tell you all about the things that you should never do in your own business. Most of the businesses have started to fail in the end of 2023 and on 2024, and there are literally lots of things that everyone is doing wrong. They're the same thing. The first one of them would be ignoring customer feedback. On the previous videos on one of them, like how to get clients, I've already talked about that feedback is one of the most important things you should have when you're doing business with people. If you're not getting feedback, you're thinking that you're doing everything right, and you will never know the places you lack skills. So what do? If a customer tells you, hey, I would like this to be this way, I would like this to be better, I would like that to be a little bit different, I think you're not playing, let's say, with colors enough, I think the strategy could have performed better. The worst thing you can do is tell him, okay, we'll work on it, and then never look at it again. Why? Because feedback is the only thing that will help you be better. Feedback will teach you, your business, your employees, what's wrong with the businesses, where can we fix the business, what are the areas we should focus more, and after you find all of those things, you'll be able to step up your own business. If you're getting feedback and you're controlling it, you're looking at it, you're reading the feedback, you're listening to the feedback, and you start working towards all of those fixes, I'm pretty sure your business will be able to change more than 30% within the year. Why are all these businesses closing? Because on 2023 we saw a big rise in entrepreneurship, freelance people starting their own businesses, and everyone thought that, hey, clients will come to me. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Clients won't come to you, you gotta go after them, and you gotta give them exactly what they like. The digital trend, the digital market is so saturated right now that everyone's going on it. Why is everyone going so on it? Because there's lots of social media gurus telling everyone that, hey, you can start your own business. Hey, if you only know website, if you know writing, if you know a little bit of design, you can start your own business. Well, yeah, you can start it, but you cannot keep it for long because every business has expenses, which is the second point I'm going to talk for today. Expenses are the other thing that not a lot of people look at, and most of the businesses fail because they fail at accounting and managing their expenses. Before I've said, if you don't know numbers, if you don't know accounting, you won't be able to handle your own business. Accounting and numbers is one of the things, like one of the most important things on every business. Why expenses? Not a lot of people looked at them, and if you start spending more than you have, there will come a point where you won't be able to cover your expenses. And if your expenses are really high, the business should be earning like double the money. Let's say, if your expenses on 2024 have risen 10%, your profit should be a little bit more than 30% on the whole year. Why? Because if your expenses have risen like 10%, it means that you need not just double, you need triple the money to cover that and also get your business in profit. Imagine working a whole year, and on the end of 2024, on December 2024, you have $10 on your savings account. And a lot of people say, hey, I spend this amount of money, I spend that amount of money. But one of the biggest tips, one of the best tips I've gotten in my whole life is that you need to save money to make money. If you don't have anything saved, how are you going to develop your business? If you like your business where it's at, getting you $2,000 a month, or maybe $1,500, $1,300 net profit, okay, you're good. That's all you need to do, like keep doing what you're doing. But if you're thinking on developing your business and like waiting for the next 2 years for your business to rise to like 10K a month, 15K a month, big expenses is the only thing you should never do. The people who earn money really fast, let's say from crypto, from trading or other stuff, the people who make money that fast, they are prone to fail. Why? Because if you're making money fast, that's the way where you're going to lose money. If you're making money fast, you're not learning about lots of the other stuff where, like, if you're earning money slow, you will make lots of mistakes and you will lose money lots of times. Imagine like developing your company to be $1 million company within a month. How do you not lose it? You won't know what steps you need to take in order to save all those money and to start functioning as a good company. So basically the other thing would be money. You need to save money as much as possible. I'm not saying like be bad with it. What I'm saying is, as much money as you can, you should start saving, because saving money helps you get more money. How does it help? If you have money accumulated, you're able to invest into other stuff. You're maybe able to invest in the business. If you don't have any money accumulated, you can never invest anywhere. Like, if you have $10,000 on this day, on this time, it's like March 2024, there's almost no business you can start. Like, I'm talking about a physical business, not online business, because an online business, you can start it from like $20 a year or something like that, buying the domain, the host. That's the start of a business. But if you're planning on making a physical business, wanting to develop it, yeah, you cannot do it without having a lot of money. Because if you go onto let's say a niche that's unsaturated and you perform well, there are literally hundreds of other people who are able to put millions of dollars in that niche, and they will stomp you down. Adapting to change. Adapting to change is one of the other things. Most of the companies have failed to do that. If you've been working your whole life with a simple technology and on the last 2 years a new technology has emerged, there will be a high possibility you will say, okay, well, we're good with this one. Our clients are good with this one, so let's stick with it. I understand that starting and working on a new technology, implementing like new projects, new technologies on your own company is very hard, because it requires resources, it requires lots of time and lots of effort from your employees. And that will be really tiring, but you will reap its benefits much later. Why am I saying this? Because trends are always changing. New companies are always emerging. Let's say you have a competitor. He started 2 months ago, but he has already mastered the new technology. You cannot be a rival with him if you're still using HTML, CSS, and he's using JavaScript as well. So basically, this is another analogy, and a lot of people are stuck in their old ways. Let's say these digital marketing companies, you probably saw lots and lots of them being open from 2020 to 2023. Where are they at now? Or these SMMA ad agencies. They were stuck at where they at. They were using copies, ad copies, the same ads, the same text, the same copywriting. Everything was copy and paste. It's okay to make fast money, I'm always saying, but these copy-paste agencies where they copy everything, they paste everything, they don't have their own original ideas, they are bound to fail. And the other thing is new ideas. If you have new ideas, always implement them on your business. If you don't, someone else may get that same idea and they will for sure implement it on their business. If you're stuck in the old ways, there's literally no way your business will survive for really long. If you have like an old style business, let's say you're importing, exporting like windows, let's say doors, door handles, you have a metal company, you have like a wood company. These are other kinds of businesses. Like, there's a good amount of things you can do with wood, but that's not infinite. But with technology, it's something different, and everyone knows I work in the digital realm, so everything is updating every day. If you're not doing all those changes, if you're not implementing new ideas, other people will. Let's say Snapchat. When Snapchat started, like, they are for sure $1 billion company, but around that time, no one had stories. Snapchat was the only one who had 3 really special ideas. You can post something on your feed that stays only 24 hours. You can send photos to people, and you can also write with them directly, and everything you sent is deleted immediately. People could not save your picture as you can now. And basically that's what made Snapchat so special, because we had Facebook, we had Instagram, there were probably some other like low profile social medias as well, but they never worked because every one of them was the same. They had the pages where businesses would go, where like meme pages would go, and they would accumulate like interest. And you could contact everyone, you could follow people, like add people as friends, but they were pretty basic. And Snapchat did this small revolution where everyone started posting stories, get new ideas. The other point I would like to make is that you need to treat your employees really fairly. On the digital world, also the other market, the employee market, is pretty saturated. You can say there's lots of software engineers, you can say there's lots of designers, but there's never lots of good ones. If you have the luck, if you're so lucky that you have some pretty talented people on your team, the biggest mistake you can do is if you let them go. Why do I say that? Someone else offers them, let's say, $500 more than you do. I'm pretty sure they won't leave you for that. But if someone else gives them like much better benefits than you, for example, you have a really strict schedule. You say you're going to work 8 hours a day, every day, as much time as possible. The other guy will say, hey, I'll give you the work. I would like the work to get done, but if you can't, it's okay. You will have a really flexible schedule. Which one would he go? Does he care for $500? Probably not. He's getting like $3,000 every month. And I'm talking on Europe. On US, like the salaries are much higher for software engineers. The other thing is you got to give your employees really what they deserve. And I mentioned it earlier. It's not about the money. It's not about the salaries only. They won't leave you for those $500. They are going to leave you for the benefits that you give them. The other point, which is good, but is not that good sometimes, is overexpanding. A lot of companies don't know how their muscles work. So basically, if you overexpand too much, you may overgrow. You will not know what your next steps will be. Let's say for my company, let's say I have 300 new employees. I have 300 new projects. How am I supposed to manage 300 new people? Just imagine yourself going and shaking the hands of like 300 people every day. Imagine just shaking the hands. There should be like really strict mechanism in place for that to work. So basically, one of the other things is some companies, they have the luck or the opportunity to get like much more clients than the usual ones. When they're getting all these clients, they are overwhelmed by every request and they will never be able to handle them properly. What does this lead to? This leads to clients dropping them off. Clients will say, hey, you're not taking too much time with us. You're not getting our requests seriously. Everything that we're doing it with you. We could do it with someone else, maybe for the same money, maybe for less money, for more money. That doesn't matter. You should never overexpand. You should know your limits. If you break the limits, there will be a really high probability your company will break as well. And the last but not least, I'm pretty sure this is one of the most important lessons I can give you today. Business in good faith with everyone. I'm not just saying like be good with your clients, I'm saying be good with your employees as well. People who operate in bad business, there's karma. There's a time when all that will come back and it will haunt them really good. If you're making good business with everyone, if you're paying your employees fairly, if you're like working for your clients fairly, you're giving them good prices, they won't leave you. Like not just leaving, but they won't get you down, because if you do good, good will come back. But also if you do bad things will come back 10 times more probably. So what do? You never operate in bad faith. If you told the business I'm going to do this and you see that the prices has gone up, you stick with the old price. If the partner, if your client is okay with paying you more, like try to treat it as a bonus. Don't take things for granted, because over time you will see that doing good business with other partners, with other business, it will help you in the long run. Even if you're not making the money for the Lambo that year, you will probably make more money for a Bugatti the next year. And the other thing is for employees. If you treat your employees fairly, like being bad or like, and I'm not talking like some things should really never happen. Being good with your like employees and treating them good and talking good with them and trying to help them with everything as much as you can. That will be the best thing that will happen to your company. Why? Because they will return that favor back. If you're bad with them, if you're trying to get them in bad positions, if you're trying to overload them with work, there will be some things that will happen. They can leave you, work will not get done, and they will also say bad things about you. The most important thing in the business world is reference. If someone references you as good, it's all good, because maybe one of your employees will go to another company and they will say, hey, this company I worked with, there's a really good CEO, the owner is perfect. We need to partner up with them. He's bringing you more work. What if he said, hey, I wouldn't like to work with him. He doesn't treat his employees, his partners really good. No one will like to work with you. So the best thing you can take from all of this is that you need to be respectful to everyone you work with. You need to try and help everyone you work with. You gotta know your limits, and you never do business in bad deeds. And this is all for today. I'm really working on creating new content, because also my channel is monetized right now. I'm getting money from every view. So I'm going to make more content, and every new content that you will see will be probably much better than the last one. As always, this is Egji signing off.